Good day, everyone. Hope everyone is doing all right. Second video for YouTube. Nasdaq during the New York session. We saw a nice wave to the downside. Equal high level right here on the Nasdaq this morning during the London session. Now, after that nice and pretty straightforward wave on the footprint chart, we have created a nice and new imbalance level again. So during the New York session, we're gonna see probably a second attempt back to this level, into this block, into this supply level, imbalance level. During the New York session, I would like to see how price will develops, and probably will pinpoint into this level, which matching up with the red lines, which is the point of control, the market profile based on future markets. So that is a thing that I would like to see how price will pinpoint. If we shifting to the bigger picture on the 4H, you can see from last week we had a nice step. Shift to the Nasdaq. We had a nice step into this equal highs. Shift to the downside, probably a little pullback before we're gonna see a major dump to the downside again, because we do have that price range to fill. That could be a big scenario. If we moving to the higher time frames as well, this is overall a buying market, but we have tapped it weekly level, and also weekly supply levels right here and right here. So probably we're gonna see a larger wave to the downside to see a correction in price. So I'm always looking to the bigger picture, momentum wise, how price will develop. And if we look into the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we having almost 24 hours of sellers. So in the market conditions like this, I would like to see how price will develop during the New York session. Probably we're gonna see a correction in this 4-hour candle, and then I'm shifting to the lower time frame for my execution, searching for valid imbalance levels to fill this price range to the downside. So that could be the first scenario where I'm looking through for the New York session. Okay, so keep that in consideration. On US30, we see almost an equal level. This two, US30 and NAS, matching up nicely. Core focus we keep on this chart now for the Nasdaq, and we will see how this will develops, and we will see if we can hit this range to see another leg to the downside. So the first wave was during the London session, and the New York session is probably going to be a bigger wave. Yes, we do move during the London session as well, but usually this is just a quarter of the move. That is what New York does, because New York is a larger range to fill. Usually it's waves from 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 points in just one session for US30 or the Nasdaq. So that is my vision on it. I have also mapped out these levels right here on the footprint chart, and I really do gonna keep an eye on the delta numbers and the volume numbers. When price is gonna hit this level, I would like to see sellers appearing on the ask side. I would like to see a spike in the volume, and I would like to see a change in delta, because if you're looking to the left right here onto the blue clusters, we see for the last hours after the seller's wave, we see pretty positive delta. And once we have that seller's wave, check it out. If you're searching more to the left, there was pretty negative delta. So that's also an indication of a potential seller's wave, and that we have during the London session. Okay, simple as that. It's a pretty simplistic approach, but on this software, this order flow software, you can really see how those sellers and buyers are appearing on the ask and bid side. So I diving deeper in the wheel order about this, but just a simple explanation on how we look to this market conditions right now from a bigger picture to a smaller picture. Let's see if we can get that liquidity spike into this level, and let's see if we can grab more sell orders during the New York session. We trading around 2 p.m. right now. Yeah, New York will open up in an hour and a half. Yesterday there was no New York session, so always be aware of that. We're gonna see probably a deep liquidity spike within these levels before we're gonna see another attempt into a seller's direction. Okay, to be continued. So as explained in the analysis before, we spike to the upside, New York open, and we hitting TP almost to the downside. We saw a large shift in delta numbers from pretty positive to negative after the liquidity spike and after the break back in the range with an increase in volume, targeting equal highs right here. Point of control is also trading pretty nice. I already closed a couple of positions just to protect the trade, but in front of your eyes you can see how we develops and how the trade gonna hit TP. Like I said, mid-range I already protected a couple of positions, and now just a waiting game on how the price will hit at equal lows. We are nearby, so just a waiting game, few more minutes, and we are completely out. Beautiful trade, beautiful, absolutely beautiful trade as explained. Shift in delta, increase in volume, break back in the range, fake break, and price en route. Point of control was also a key factor, and especially when price break back in the range, and when we saw that fake break to the upside, just a spike of liquidity to grab all that short orders. Beautiful trade. On to the next, Nasdaq.